I know the title is a little weird, but as a student, it is such an essential skill to know how to properly glaze a teacher, especially when it gets to the end of a semester. Let me elaborate. A teacher liking you could quite literally determine whether you pass or fail a class. And a lot of people sweep this under the rug, especially if they don't like the teacher already. Stop acting like a little girl, okay? Put your feelings aside. Who cares if you don't like the teacher? They still have the power to fail you. So you gotta just end up putting on a facade. Step 1, get the teacher to think you care about their class. All you have to do is this: find the classes you're doing bad in, and then start to show the teacher that you are so interested, so passionate about the material. And how do you do this? Raise your hand, ask questions. Specifically, wait till everyone leaves the classroom and go up to your teacher and be like, yeah, so I was a little curious. What did you mean by this? And then you pull out your notebook and show that you were taking notes on the things they were saying. This will actually flatter them so much, and they're going to start yapping really hard on the material, and just nod your head and smile and pretend like you're observing everything they say. This automatically gets them more happy, and they feel like people actually care about what they're teaching. And who knows, maybe you actually will develop an interest towards the material. But the only thing I have to warn you about is if you're doing this 1 week before grades are due, it's going to just be obvious. The teacher's going to be like, yo, this kid has never cared. Why is he all of a sudden so interested? Which is why you have to set the scene early. You got to do this stuff 3-4 weeks in advance to when final grades are due. I don't care how unflattering, unimpressive of a student you are, they will start to see you in a different light. They will literally start to look at you like you're the best. Step 2, you have to get them to feel a little bad for you. How do you do this? Well, come up with a valid reasoning as to why you were doing poorly in their class all semester long. Be like, oh, I had a lot of issues going on with blah, blah, blah. Come up with some sort of sad, but not too extreme story in your life that gets them to be like, okay, you know what? That's why they're doing so poorly. Now, the next step, this is a very, very high level, high skilled technique, but I have to put it out there anyways. And that is to stalk your teacher enough to figure out what they like. This is a little creepy, but in high school, my English teacher had a Twitter. And what I ended up doing was I found her Twitter and I started looking at the things she posted, the things she retweeted, and I started to tailor my personality towards the things she liked, and it actually worked. For example, I remember seeing a lot of her tweets were very, very structured around women's rights. So for my final paper, I actually ended up writing about women's right to vote and how the 19th Amendment came into play. And bro, she ate that essay up. Oh my God, it was amazing. Because let me let you in on a little secret. Teachers are a little corrupt. They're a little biased. They grade based on how they feel about your paper. So if you're writing a paper that goes against the teacher's opinions and their views, you're not going to get a good grade. For example, when I was in middle school, I don't know why, I just fell in love with Narcos and Pablo Escobar, and I wrote an essay on Pablo Escobar, and my teacher was not flattered at all. She cooked me. I should have saw it coming, though. I mean, she was just a suburban white mom. Why would she even enjoy reading that? But that's the thing. Teachers always give you a little bit of a sense on the things they're passionate about. So just tailor your essays, tailor your work on that. With that being said, those are a few of the best ways to properly get a teacher to like you. And it's very much clutch when it comes to final exams and final grades. If you're new, drop a like, drop a comment on what you thought was useful, and just give me overall tips on the things you do to get a teacher to like you. Thank you, and I appreciate you for making it this far. Till next time.